Hello there and welcome to this lesson session, this cell. So let's say, for example, we have this animal cell. All right, this is the animal cell. Of course, this is the cell membrane that I just inserted on the screen. So with the cell membrane, but I'm going to remove that label now. All right, so this is the cell membrane all around the screen. All right, and then of course we're going to have the nucleus here in the center of the cell. It's going to be covered by nuclear pores, something like this. So we have the nucleus there. So mitochondria, they're basically organelles that you can find in the animal cell and as well as in the plant cell. And what they do is that they are responsible for generation of energy in the form of ATP. So typically you're going to see them dancing around the cell like this. So I'm just going to illustrate. You're going to see them dancing around the cell like that. But for the purpose of teaching, I will take just one mitochondria and I'll make it to be very, very big so we can actually see what is happening in this mitochondria. So we're going to take just one mitochondria and I'm going to make it very big like this so you can understand what is happening. So what happens is that whenever you eat or the animal eats, most food will come in the form of glucose here. So you see most food will come in the form of glucose into the cytosol. This whole white space that you have, this whole white space is the cytosol. All this white space here, it is what we call the cytosol. So cytosol. So the glucose enters into the cytosol, and then in this cytosol, what happens there is glycolysis. So which I'm going to write on the screen as well now. So you have glycolysis happen here. So the word is very simple. Glyco means like glucose. Then lysis means breakdown. Whenever you hear lysis, it simply means breakdown. So glycolysis or glycolysis simply means breaking down of glucose. All right, so that is where that happens. So whatever product that is gotten from that glycolysis, it will be taken into the mitochondria, where in this mitochondria, the product will undergo another reaction that is called as the Krebs cycle. So we call it the Krebs cycle. So that happens in the mitochondria here. So Krebs cycle. So it is this Krebs cycle that actually generates a lot of ATP. Typically about 20 ATP in some textbooks. So it generates a lot of ATP. Then whatever comes off that Krebs cycle, the product on that Krebs cycle will now go into the final stage in this same mitochondria. The final stage is going to be called the ETC, which is called electron transport chain. So in summary, what I'm telling you now is that whenever the animal eats, or whenever you as a human being you eat, the food comes into the animal cell in the form of glucose majorly, and in the cytoplasm, the reaction that happens in the cytoplasm is what is glycolysis. Then whatever product that is gotten from there will be taken into the mitochondria, where it will undergo Krebs cycle that will generate ATP and some products. Then the other products will go into the electron transport chain, which is the last one, where it will generate even more energy. That is why the mitochondria is called the powerhouse of the cell, because if you see now, it actually has two important reactions that generate energy: the Krebs cycle as well as the electron transport chain. So you might just get this as a question in your exam. Glycolysis occurs in what portion of the cell? It is in the cytoplasm or in the cytosol. Krebs cycle occurs in what organelle? It's in the mitochondria. All right. Electron transport chain, or they might also write it as oxidative phosphorylation, occurs where? It occurs in the mitochondria as well. So they call it electron transport chain, or they can call it oxidative phosphorylation. Let me just correct that here. So oxidative phosphorylation. So I hope you learned something tonight, and we're going to end the free lecture here. Now I want to use this medium to tell you that in my premium classes, particularly the English premium classes, we are going to be having a very vital class where we are going to break down the nitty-gritties in use of English. These important points that we are going to dish out in this class will guarantee you a very good score in your use of English. If you are very serious with the class, you can be rest assured of 70 plus in the use of English. There are cheat codes to this thing, and we give out the cheat codes in this class. You don't want to miss this for anything. I'm sure you just enjoyed that free lecture that you just watched. And please, I need you to understand that free class is not enough to prepare you for your exam. The purpose of free class is just to give you an idea. This is what you need. You need the premium classes. As you can see, we have groups for biology, we have for physics, we have for chemistry, we have for English, and we have for mathematics. As you can see, we have classes going up in each of these groups. Now, the fee for this class is very affordable. It is just 4,000 naira for each subject. This 4,000 naira is not a monthly payment. It is a one-time payment. Once you pay, you will not pay again. We will keep teaching you till the exam day, and it will cover the full syllabus, everything you need to know about your exams from the very beginning to the very end. This is something I don't want anybody out there to miss. As you can see, we have students in the classes and they are actively learning, and you also can be a part of us. I hope to see you there very soon. Of course, I'll see you in the next video.